who's ready for outdoor adventuring on the cheap?
If it's you, then say howdy to the Subaru Crosstrek.
Aligning with the modern fashion, Subaru calls the Crosstrek a small SUV, even though it's clearly a hatchback. Oh, America, when will you learn to embrace wagons and hatchbacks? Whatever you call it, the Crosstrek does indeed compete with small SUVs like the Honda HR-V, Hyundai Kona, Kia Seltos, and Jeep Renegade. Compared to that squad, the Crosstrek has some key advantages. Number one, standard all-wheel drive. Other than the Kia Seltos, I can't think of any other small SUV where all-wheel traction is a given. Number two, ground clearance. With 8.7 inches between earth and underbelly, the Crosstrek can tackle more challenging trails without shedding componentry along the way. For perspective, you'd have to upgrade your Renegade to the top-tier Trailhawk trim to match the Crosstrek's ground clearance. And number three, price. The cheapest Crosstrek starts a touch above $22,000, not including destination charges.
Equip pretty much any of the Crosstrek's small SUV competitors with all-wheel drive, and the Subi matches or undercuts its MSRP.
You're right, astute viewer. Once again, the Kia Seltos is a slightly cheaper all-wheel drive exception, though the Crosstrek counters with a more powerful base engine. With that convenient segue, base and premium trim Crosstreks employ a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, delivering adequate thrust and competitive fuel economy. You can even choose a manual transmission, which partly explains the Crosstrek's low base price. Budget an extra $1,350 if you'd rather have Subaru's linear-tronic continuously variable transmission manage ratios for you. With the Sport and Limited trims, a heartier 2.5-liter engine teamed with that continuously variable transmission comes standard. I've lamented Subaru's use of CVTs elsewhere, but in this context, the transmission works well enough. When you need to get moving with the quickness, the 2.5-liter hustles.
We're at a stoplight and the light's about to turn green. Let's see how the 2.5-liter does with a little full throttle acceleration. Yeah! I think we've achieved zippy status. Zippy. Interestingly, the 2.5 liters fuel economy is basically the same as the 2 liters. It seems Subaru has developed abilities that some consider unnatural.
With that needless Star Wars reference on the books, let's quickly move along. Cargo space is a competitive 20.8 cubic feet behind the rear seats. Folding those seats reveals a total of 55.3 cubic feet. There are also standard roof rails for securing larger gear on top.
I'm just going to lounge here while you furiously Google Crosstrek rooftop tent.
Hey, if you want to overland your Crosstrek, I sure won't judge. Explore the Crosstrek's cabin, and you'll find respectable occupant space in front or in back, assuming you're a completely average dude like me. The bigger question, how does KBB Video Pro, the 6'4" Michael Danger, fit?
All right, so it's good that Subaru thought of the tall people because of my freakish height. I got plenty of space. I can even scoot it back just a little bit, and the steering wheel is fully adjustable. Coming out, going down, going in. It's perfect for tall people like me, and these long, beautiful legs.
But can you fit in the back?
Oh, I think I can. Let's see. All right, so I didn't scoot it up that much, and I got plenty of leg room and maybe about 3-4 inches of headroom. It's not that bad. Go tall people.
Cool! I don't want a car that doesn't fit my buddy Mike. Beyond space, Crosstrek's cabin offers a clear view out, simple knobs and switches, materials that metaphorically shine among the small SUV set, and colorful stitching on higher trims. There's a lot to like in here.
If I may offer a complaint though, while I like the contouring of the seats, I wish they offered adjustable lumbar support. That means I have to bust out my old man inflatable lumbar pillow. Yeah, that's the stuff.
Distracting from the indignity of me blowing that thing up is our car's plasma yellow pearl paint. Hat tip to Subaru for not charging extra for their more distinct paint choices. On an aesthetic note, I find the shape of the plastic wheel arches odd.
For more opportunities to proclaim my opinions as idiotic, be sure to subscribe to Kelley Blue Book's YouTube channel.
Applied to the nearest roadway, the Subaru Crosstrek manages bumps with competence, though interior noise is more pronounced than in Subaru's more expensive offerings, which is no surprise given the Crosstrek's price tag.
The Crosstrek's steering also falls in the just fine category, though when you're driving in a straight line, that on-center feel is a little, I don't know, mushy? Mushy? Mushy.
For those with off-road aspirations, all Crosstreks, save the base trim, include X Mode, which alters CVT, engine, and stability control settings for trips off pavement. Choose the Sport trim, like our tester here, and you'll get dual-function X Mode with literally twice as many modes. Wow! 2 modes! Keep things basic, and the most elemental of Crosstreks includes a 6.5-inch screen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, automatic climate control, these SI drive buttons on the steering wheel which alter accelerator responsiveness, and a rear seat reminder so you don't forget your kids, pets, or ice cream. Higher trims offer features like heated seats, smart key access, and a larger 8-inch infotainment display. And if you feel like burning down an extra $1,000, there's a moonroof.
Can I offer you 2 mind-blowing details? One, the premium and sport trims include a CD player. Kids, a CD player is how you used to get your music. And the other thing is that if you adjust the volume, this thing keeps you from pushing the buttons for like 3 Mississippi.
EyeSight, Subaru's camera-based driver assist suite, comes on every Crosstrek with a continuously variable transmission. Sorry, manual transmission fans, you'll have to employ old-fashioned spatial awareness if you'd like to avoid catastrophe. Merging lane departure warning, steering assist, dynamic cruise control, and forward collision alert, EyeSight can help protect awful drivers from their own obliviousness.
EyeSight's doing a good job keeping me the correct distance from the Mercedes that's ahead, but can it keep me in my own lane? Oh yeah, it's not gonna let me drive stupidly. Good job, EyeSight.
I should also note that Subaru makes a Crosstrek hybrid. When I tell you that it costs more than $35,000 plus destination charges, you might recoil in shock. But mitigating that shock, it's actually a well-equipped plug-in hybrid that can drive 17 miles on electric power alone, is eligible for a roughly $4,000 U.S. federal tax incentive, and in certain states, earns you access to the HOV lane. Something to ponder. The subcompact field has grown in recent years, so you have plenty of choices, though let me throw out a wild card. If you like the Crosstrek, but you want to save some cash, you could buy the Subaru Impreza 5-door instead. It's essentially a Crosstrek with the body cladding removed, reduced ground clearance, and a $3,000 lower starting price. Something else to ponder. Nonetheless, assuming you view it as such, the Subaru Crosstrek stacks up well against the current gaggle of subcompact SUVs.
Personally, while I welcome adventure, I'm also a colossal cheap ass. To me, the Crosstrek addresses those competing instincts quite nicely.